Here's that lawnmower that I fixed the head gasket on. Here's the air filter box. This is where the oil is coming out at. The issue with this mower that I'm pretty sure was the cause of having all that oil squirting out of the intake is right in here. You have the push rods, and this area goes right into the back to the crankcase. And right in this area here on the gasket, I believe there was a leak, which allowed pressurized gases to get past there right here and increase the pressure inside of the crankcase enough to keep that reed valve open, allowing all that oil to squirt out. Piston comes down for an intake stroke. You can see here I got a little note here. If this area is damaged, compressing fuel and air will be forced into the crankcase through the pushrod area. Anywhere in here if the gasket has a leak, it'll get forced into the crankcase through there because of this design with these push rods. Then next, on the compression stroke, now when the spark plug sparks, you get the power stroke, you have very high pressure gases expanding in the cylinder, pressing the piston down, which can also escape through here again if there's a leak in this area and get around this area where the push rods are and increase the pressure in the crankcase, causing the reed to stay open for too long and letting all that oil come out into my little container that you saw, that thing I made. This is why the reed was staying open. Unfortunately in the video I thought it was the reed at first, but it ended up being the head gasket again. I changed the head gasket on this mower twice, but the video still shows you how to change the reed. Here is the video here that I'm talking about. I want to go over some of the comments. Like I said here in my comment, the head gasket solved the oil leaking out of the filter issue. Got Joseph here. Left some comments. He was able to get his mower fixed. Joey here said, awesome, thanks for the demo. Eve said, very good demo and helpful, thanks. And here's another recent comment from John saying I should have started the mower. And yes, like you've already seen in the beginning of this video, I started up the mower and you can see that it's running fine a year or so after making this video. This comment's funny here from J.A. Looks like I'm running it on chocolate milk. And we got Dylan here saying that could be multiple reasons why. The reed, blow by, bad stuck rings. I can tell you right now, it ended up not being the reed, and it wasn't stuck rings. It was blow by caused by the head gasket having a leak. There's John. He asked about what causes the problem with the oil squirting out of the air filter through the breather hose. And I told him again that I already fixed the problem and it was the head gasket, not the reed. But sometimes it can be the reed. Got Mr. Todd here saying bogus video because I didn't fire it up at the end. I mean, the whole point of this video was to show you how to change the reed. It wasn't to show you turning on the lawnmower. It's not a video about how to turn on a lawnmower or how to start a lawnmower. It's about how to change the reed in a lawnmower. I have another video on my channel where I changed the head gasket in this lawnmower that you can watch. And here's Mr. Ed, says I don't know what I'm doing. And this is funny because I responded to this Ed guy and said that they have no idea what they're commenting about since they failed to mention what I don't know what I'm doing, when I clearly show how to fix the main cause of oil leaking in a mower's air filter. It usually is the reed, because the reed's worn out. But it can be the head gasket too. This type of lawnmower seems to have a lot of issues with the head gasket. And I love you here, Mr. Lawnmower Guy, 1952. He said, Mr. Ed Edmond, could you please elaborate on your comments? It will be interesting for us viewers to understand what you see as a waste of time and your opinion about how you will execute this repair. Thank you. This was a year ago, and this Ed Edmonds has still not responded. Typical of a person leaving a dumb comment that says I have no idea what I'm doing in my video, but then they can't explain what I'm doing wrong. Oh yeah, and then I said, LOL, still hasn't replied to us. And that was 8 months ago. Sierran here says, thank you. Sierran says, thanks very much for the upload. Did the job for me. That's pretty cool coming from Ireland. So my videos are going all over the world. Oh, I think someone responded to Ed's comment and said he can't debate something he knows nothing about. And then I said yes a year and still no response. And then we got Steve here. Says I was pleased with your procedure because you removed everything in question. Process of elimination. And then if they're going to replace the reed, and if that doesn't work, then they go to the head gasket. Oh, and then they say, and then Steve said, for the people that are disagreeing, I have rebuilt over 15 Honda motorcycles, and his procedure is logical and easy to follow. So don't be too rough on a guy that goes to the trouble to show what he has done. Just skip and go on to the next one or try doing a video yourself. Exactly, that's what the haters do. They want to hate, but then they don't go and produce any useful content or give an explanation as to why my content is wrong. Alright everybody, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell.